Morning everybody, hope you're all well. Thought I'd just stop in and see how everybody is today. Well, I'm going to go up and have a shower and a shave in a minute. Started this morning, got up nice and early. I found myself having a full cooked breakfast. You know, sometimes we got to treat ourselves. Sometimes we got to, just do something spontaneous. This morning I found myself just going out and then going for breakfast, which was great. So what I want to share with you today, all right, I keep saying about a lot of us play in the victim and anger and conflict area of the conscious mind, all right, and we get concerned, but we then slip back into the victim and anger stage. We never take responsibility usually. And the other thing is as well, I want everybody to understand what goes on with your mind is your thoughts. When you have the feelings of negativity, the emotions are warning signs. They're just like any warning signs you get in a car. The lights come on for your oil, you go and check your oil. The emotions is exactly the same. We have over 60,000 thoughts a day, which can trigger emotions and feelings. And if you're not in touch with your emotions and feelings and you just put them off and you don't notice them, then you just get dragged downwards, okay? Craig Williams, big shout out to you, but love to see you in the future. I'll be in North Wales shortly, so we'll catch up. So, if you don't notice your emotions and these warning signs, and they could range from anger, sadness. Happiness is a brilliant emotion. We love happiness. But them ones of sadness, sorrow, hate, anger. And there's so many. There's 3,000 emotions, 2,000 of which drag you down. 1,000 are good emotions. The other 2,000 are classed as bad emotions. But emotions are just warning signs. So emotions are created by our thoughts, our inner conversations in our head. And I can't show my emotions. That's the thought you might get in your head because you were told when you were younger by somebody in your family that you couldn't show your emotions. You're a man and you need to man up. All right. You shouldn't be crying because men don't cry. All right. That's a load of bullshit. All right, I can tell you now, emotions, when you tap into your emotions, there's nothing wrong with noticing your emotions, noticing them warning signals. And if you cry, then that doesn't make me, that makes me, I believe that makes a person more of a man because he's in tune with his emotions. There's nothing wrong with crying. There's nothing wrong with showing your emotions. For years, I had exactly the same. You can't show your emotions because you're a man. You can't cry because you're a man. You gotta be hard and strong because you're a man. And all of a sudden, when you feel these emotions and you get angry inside and you start playing the victim because something's not going right, and then you get angry about it, and then you get concerned, and then you find yourself going back. And them emotions just keep pulling you down, and the anger, you keep pushing your anger down, and that's what depression is. You're depressing them feelings, them emotions, and you're pushing them down inside, and you're not actually clearing them. When you're pushing your emotions down, you've got to think of emotions or feelings, and your mind is a bit like a pressure cooker. That pressure cooker, the more you try and push in, what happens with the pressure cooker? When you overfill it, when you keep putting stuff in it, it actually explodes sooner or later. All right, and that's what the mind's like. We need to clear out the emotions, the blueprint. We call it a blueprint, life's blueprint. We never sit down and change our blueprint. We've still got the same blueprint of when we were children in our mind, which runs over and over and over. And we go back to the days we got told we had to man up, we had to do things, we had to, we had to don't show your emotions. I've got loved ones very close to me and they still don't show their emotions. They bottle them up because they were taught by their father not to, show their emotions. Although they're getting better, all right. It's I don't know where they come from. It's supposed to be a manly thing that you've got to, the expectations set upon you, you've got to be tough. You've got to be, you can't show your emotions. You can't show your love. You've got to be hard. Bollocks to it. Show your emotions. It doesn't make you any softer at the end of the day. All right. So if you've got that going on inside your head, we need to do some clarity. We need to clear out some of the crap you've gone. We need to form a new blueprint of who you actually are today. Because a lot of people are they're living back in the past, in their childhood. And actually, that's the wrong blueprint. You need the blueprint for now. Who you actually are, what you've actually achieved in life. And a lot of veterans, believe it or not, achieved so much. They can adapt to so much as well. And you need to take that on board and start changing your blueprint of who you are. But you only can start changing your blueprint of who you are once you get rid of the alcohol, get rid of the drugs, which we take to really, it's mind-altering substances we take to numb out. And usually what we do, when we get angry, we either go to the drink or we may go to the drugs, or we may go to prescription drugs, anything, whatever your hook is, whatever you go to, smoking, whatever gives you that, I find myself getting drunk. And when I start drinking and I'm in a bad mood, I know what is going to end like at the end of the night. And I know when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to feel like crap and I'll beat myself up again and go, oh, why did I do that? And potentially I could reach for another can and go again, just to numb out what I just done the night before. All right. Instead of getting concerned and taking responsibility and saying enough's enough. All right. You can go back to the drink and do it again. And then you get angry again. You become the victim again. And then you have a few drinks. And then the anger starts kicking in again. And then when you wake up in the morning, you get concerned. Then you start beating yourself up, be the victim again, get angry again. And life just is monotonous, goes around in circles. And I've been there, I've done it, all right? Where I am today is in a brilliant place. And I'm only in this place because I've been shown how to notice my emotions, how to engage with my emotions and feelings, and how the mind works. So, it's very strong once you start noticing your emotions. And your feelings, and how you can control them. They're warning lights. Don't look at your emotions as your enemy. Your emotions are your true friends. It works with 5 senses. We work with our what we see, what we smell, what we taste, what we feel. We got 5 senses that trigger the thoughts, and when they trigger the thoughts go back to the memories. Memories are of your childhood mostly, or something in your past, and then all of a sudden you get these feelings and emotions, and unless you can notice where you are with your feelings and emotions and actually say out what you're feeling, I'm sad, I'm pissed off, I'm angry, I hate, it can turn into resentment, and resentment is a killer as well. Resentment can be mirrored on a partner. And I'll give you an example. My family actually hated my ex-wife. When they first met her, they got on great with her. But over time, they started hating my ex-wife. And only back 2 months ago did I actually explain to my ex-wife hated my family. So it was vice versa. But I was the fault of that. I was the instigator of that. Because what it was, when you enter a relationship, you end up telling the person you're next to everything about your past, everything about what's gone on in your life. And, I got a brilliant father, got a brilliant mother. But I I had a few resentments inside me. I didn't know what was going on. So I would say it as it was in my childhood. I felt abandoned at one point, and I give that across to my ex-partner. And every time we went to the house, my father's house, I would walk in, I would actually wear a mask. And I'd put a mask on. And I'd go, I love you all. And my partner would walk in beside me, and she was wearing the mask I give her, because I had already told her about my upbringing. She was pissed off about that. And she mirrored this anger I had inside me, which I was hiding. So every time we went in, it was getting, what's the matter with her? What's going on? And over time, hate started coming in, and it was horrible to see. And I guarantee it happens in most relationships. If you've got a mother-in-law or a father-in-law who's really liked you at the beginning and starting to hate you at the end, or you've got to ask questions. Was you mirroring what your partner was telling you? Because we all got our upbringings. We all have expectations on how people should be, but I was a crap father. All right, I am a crap father. I weren't there for my children's upbringing. I ran away when we got divorced. Although my ex-wife say I'm a good father. Well, I hope she does now. She told me that the other day, actually. But, and my kids say it. But to me, I feel I was a crap father. And I believe I didn't have the tools. I didn't get taught how to be a father. I'd be a great stepfather. But when I look back and I talk to my father, he never got given the tools to be a father either. My father actually so much love, although he doesn't show his love. There's one thing he didn't do, and that was beat me, and his father beat him. All right, and that's fact. So we try and do one thing better than we always do one thing better than what our father's done. So if you're the father, I just want to share that with you. All right, be very careful. You tap in with your emotions, see what's going on, and if you're a parent, watch your language, watch what you're saying to the children, because a lot of times we say things and we don't mean them. I used to be told I weren't good enough for life, I weren't going to achieve anything in life, and that come from some influential people in my family, and I held on to that, and I still hold on to it today. It still holds me back. All right, so be very careful what you're telling your kids, because they can achieve anything they want once they put their mind to it. And they might not put their mind to it because somebody in the family, or even teachers, teachers put me down. Bloody hell, yeah. I couldn't read or write. I weren't brilliant at it. And I just got put down. So be careful what you say and what people say to your children, all right? And that's all we got to do. I love you all, and everybody take care, all right? Teddy, I haven't seen you since Dubai. I hope you're doing well, mate. Tell you, I've met some brilliant people in my time, and I thank you all for being there for me when I've needed it, all right? And I'm sorry I haven't been there for you, but, hopefully that'll change now. And John Barker, absolutely legend, all right? So, yeah, I've been a twat in my times, all right? I've lost some brilliant jobs, I've lost some brilliant friends, and that was because my head was up my arse, all right? So, if my head's up my arse now today, and, and I treat you a little bit, I don't treat you decent, then pull me to the side. If you're my friend, pull me to the side and tell me, all right? That's all I ask for you. I'm not perfect. I love you all, and take care, and keep smiling. Beautiful day today. I'm in the car, and I don't think I want to get out because the sun's beating down on me. But everybody take care. All right, love you all. Bye-bye.